And let's bring in Israeli Special Ops veteran Aaron Cohen, who is also the founder of Cherries, a counterterrorism training program for law enforcement. Aaron, it's always great to have you on, kind of picking up where Nate left off there, because you talk about what's happening in the Middle East now. The headline here in the New York Times is concerns about anti-Semitism from Democrats. It goes on, for some Jewish Democrats, heightened worries about anti-Semitism, which is an understatement. And you have this ceasefire, if this thing doesn't happen, and you have the possibility of more military action in the north, in Lebanon, and the possibility with Iran, it's only going to make this situation in the United States worse.
Yeah, well, I think we are clearly seeing that the United States generals who are out there have failed and are failing to provide any kind of deterrence trace whatsoever to Iran. Iran is now shifting gears, and they're leaning into, and why are they shifting gears, Trace? They're a terrorism breeding country, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, and what they're going to do is they're going to shift into guerrilla tactics and start using cyber warfare. But to the anti-Semitism, here's where I'm at with that. After 9 months of systematic, what I call the use or deployment of cultural warfare by the radical left, it's no surprise to me that progressive strongholds like New York have not just allowed this anti-Semitism to flourish, but have actually encouraged it to push those agendas. It's no surprise to me that you're going to have the type of anti-Semitism that's brewing, which escalates into violence, and all of this is connected to Iran, which Israel is at the forefront right now dealing with.
The Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder said this about the U.S. military posture in the Middle East. Watch.
Are we trying to send a message? Absolutely, we're trying to send a message, which is we're looking to de-escalate the situation, that we're looking to have capabilities in the region to protect our forces while also support the defense of Israel. We do not want to see this, broaden into a wider regional conflict.
But deterrence and de-escalation appears at this point to maybe worked a little bit, but maybe it was because the Olympics were on. We don't know. Who knows what's happening here? We do know that if this war in the north picks up again, the ceasefire is dead in the water. It's not going to happen.
Trace, I'm with you, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see a potential attack by Iran in the next 24 hours. It's very close to what's called Tisha B'Av, which is a religious day for the Jews. That falls into the same parameters that Iran attacked last time. I think it's going to be the Hezbollah on the north. They've got more proximity. But here's what I want to say to that little soundbite. This deterrence is not working. Iran is not intimidated. Several missiles fell into open areas. There was no destruction. It fell into open areas of Israel last night, which means that Iran is the farthest thing from being deterred. So I don't know if this general was sick the day they taught counterterrorism in War College, or if that's even taught in this War College. But the fact is, Iran is not deterred. The U.S. Talking to all of its partners in the region, trying to get people on the to get Iran on the phone isn't working. The U.S. needs a new strategy based on understanding that Iran is focused on targeting the United States and disrupting these elections. We just saw what happened with Trump with that disruption and that cyber attack on him. This stuff is real.
Right. I mean, you talk about Iran not being deterred, and you talk about the United States. You also mentioned that the Prime Minister and Bibi Netanyahu does not appear to be deterred. He appears to be very adamant about going after Iran if they make a move.
Bibi doesn't have the luxury to sit around and let the Biden-Harris administration scramble their partners in the region to try and get Iran on the phone. Bibi is all about action. Say what you want about him, whatever unpopularity. Bibi understands counterterrorism, comes from Seyret Matkal, the General Staff Reconnaissance Unit. He doesn't have the luxury to not be correct 100%. Look what happened on October 7th. When Israel makes a mistake, people die. Thousands can get killed. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw some preemptive action against Iran the next 24 hours. Bibi's not playing around.
Yeah, we've got you on call. Aaron Cohen, thank you.
Good to see you, Trace.